Hello viewers, welcome to Core for Any. If you hear new, hit subscribe buttons and notification bell so you can never miss any our incredible content. Flutter Taxi App inside today we need to create here the user ratings pop-ups. We need to develop here. First of all we need to develop the screens, and then after we need to trip detail screens. We need to develop this UI for the today. Let's start how to write down inside the rating bars. First of all need to go inside our workspace and need to import here the Flutter rating bars dependency. Need to import inside the pub space. Let's open first of all the pub devs. Inside need to find out here the this Flutter rating bars. I have already previous some project inside many times the configure these builds with these plugins. Need to first of all the copy these dependencies and to put this here the this dependency like this sets here. Now need to show this here this dependency. Also need to go inside the is run write reads, and first of all need to set here one flags for the complete right like this set here the flags and do this by default as a set here the false conditions to view these years and to save these years. Now need to configure here the conditions. If this is the this pop-up related that here conditions, if not complete this rights, then we to displaying this type UI, otherwise displaying here the another UI to write down here the else parts. That here the column, copy this here this value here's the this containers, sales parts, and to paste this here and here the comma like this conditions. So need to set this here appropriate, and to unused codes we need to remove from here. See, remove this comma here. Now we need to remove this right conditions, no needs now. Also need to remove here the this navigation button, all buttons no needs now. That's why I need to enter. So need to remove these ears. Now need to see and give this now threads, and also need to set it in regular response. We need to set this here. And need to also remove this usernames. Cut this text. And do this here alignments. Set here the alignment. Dot center like sets Excellent. Now need to save this here this file sync. Also need to set here one conditions for this pop-up insights, the tool pop-ups. And to extend. Need to set this here the value like right. Copy this here and then value like this sets here. Now need to click on the completes and this here the here the spots. And to set this here the titles for the this here usernames, and to set this here the font size 20 py, and set here the primary text color like this sets here. Now need to this here also need to set this here the titles and sets. Here that's here. Now need to restart the pull apps and to test against. Click on go, check this rights arrived. Load complete. Now I am waiting for the load this maps here. Now need to wait. The issue with not reflect any UI for these sets conditions. find out where the pop-up codes. At here the options since and to this here. Here place on it here complete. Wait dialog set shears. Maybe wrong place set these conditions. We need to check this here. Not put any condition by control Z, maybe that's why. State conditions here. Copy these conditions of runs and save this. Now need to complete open this pop-up and runs and to link this our UI like this, and also need to create here the app rating bars. You need to set this here side space sets, and now need to create open the UI to redeems and need to set appropriate the value of this class. Need to create here that's and to this here code and to import first of all our dependency Flutter rating bars dependency. You need to import here and also the and to format this codes and to set this here the const value minimum rating solve. Now issue with here problem here. Now need to save this here and to set this here next value. Now this is the displaying here our UI. Also need to give this here the top padding, so we need to copy this here. Now this is the displaying goods, and also need to create here bold weight. Need to set here the 800. Is set here the value. Now need to cheers Also need to get the part. It's good. Like this, displaying this UI, and to complete this threads UI and displaying here, also need to set here the button for these threads here. And this pop-up complete threads are the rating are the done, and now need to develop here the trip detail screens. Need to develop here first of all. Create here the new files and this here the titles trip or this creates, and to copy these threads. Need to copy write accepts request details screen to need to copy, and now need to put inside our trip details here, and to rename this here the write request to details set here. Now need to save this here. First of all, need to here some options. Convert into tech column sets here, and to give this here the axis alignments. Not meant, give this here the cross axis. Dot this sets here. Also need to fix this here the height and width. This here the width. With extensions methods need to use this here. Also need to give this here the height. Context with multiply by 0.7. Get here the heights. Also need to this here's save it. Now need to openings here the these containers and one by one. First of all, no needs this row. Need to remove this here. Now need to call these detail screens here. and to right side right, and to use this here the context extension methods need to do this here. Push extensions methods need to call this here. Launched trip detail screen preview like this, give here the call this here. That like this here. Now need to save these files. Now here it change. Now displaying like this over here. Now this is the displaying this map. First of all need to fix this here by once the develop this UI. First of all need to create here tab bars for these detail screens. Tab bar and now need to set here the heading. Give this here icon button. Okay, on press events and need to pop extensions methods need to call this here. Also set here the sets select and to this here the width need to set here 20 and also need height like set here. Now need to give this here the back buttons, copy this relative path and here like save this here. Also need to here center titles set here, and after need to set this here the titles, set here the text and to give this here the details, and also need to set here the styles, set text styles, set here the color, primary. Now need to font size and to set this here the font size as a 18. Font weight need to set this here the 800. Like this sets here. Also need to create here the evaluations. I like set here. Also need to create here the single child scroll view. Need to define here the wrap this widgets. Set here single child. Like this sets here. Also need to decrease this here. Now need to give this here background colors. sets here. Also need to one set here the action button. Set here. Set here the sets. Now need to set this here the width one here and also need to give this here the height. Set here and also need to here the label of text. Now need to copy this text here and set here the primary. Set here the 14 and to give this here titles. Well, to put this here the question mark image, copy this relative path and need to put this here the sets inside. Now need to save this here to increase this here. Now this is the displaying this UI here, so need to now need to change this the to here buttons. Now need to use containers. Put in before the map. Sets is here. Space no needs. So need to copy space. Also need to give this here the body color. The colors need to set this. Need to check inside the color extensions. This here light gray colors as a backgrounds. Now need to go inside the trim details. Here the tree color. Sets here. Sets here. Control Z. Supports inside to give this here this background colors. Also need to remove this corners radius. Now need to set this here some space between sized box here. 8 we need to set here 8. The now need to copy this against these containers. Need to read this here the value set here of this here. And now need to set this here the row. And to set here the text line. Set this here as a center like this sets. Also need to this here the value. Set here price. To set this here the font size, need to here 25. Set here. Also need to give this here the font weight. Set here the extra bolts 800, so need to set this here. Like this sets the one value here, and now this is the displaying goods here. Also need to remove this again, so need to copy this here and remove this on its own, and to paste this here and need to set this here the titles. Payment successfully. Set here the message for the cache, and to set this here the font 18 regular secondary text. I need to this here the colors. Also need to see all that. Set here the dividers. Sets here. Also need to remove this here. Like this UI. Now need to links here. Also need to create here the another row. Need to develop this here. Now let's here the row expand and down here. like this sets here. Now need to copy this here, this value here. Now need to here also against, and first of all need to set this here the time. Also need to give here the titles times, and to set this here the font 16 regulars and secondary text, and to set this here. So also need to this here the 20 and font weight. You need to set this here the set here the prime like this sets. Copy this. First I need to set here the titles. To give this here the distance. Then now need to create here the another dividers. Copy this here between sets here. Also need to end of this row. Also need to this here ice boxed. Give this here the height. Is good. Now need to set here cross axis elements. So need to set as a start. Also need to elements this here. Copy this bot text and to this here. Now need to create here the one containers. Set here the colors. Light gray. You need to give here app sets. I also need to give this here the width. You need to set here once, and height to give this here sets here. Color not childs. Give this here. Now this is the displaying UI. With opacity you need to set this here the sets. Now need to set here some row. row here. Also need to set this here the columns inside. And so create here. Need to set here the metric, vertical, here the height, horizontals. Need to set this here 20, like set here value. Now need to give this here the text. To paste this here, to set this here the to set here in like this sets. Also remove, copy this here and to set this here. Now need to set here value. Now need to here 3 like this. Also need to set this here the 15 regular fonts. Primary text, you need to give this here the font weight 600, so need to set this here the semi bold. Like here value here. And here 0, and now need to create here the text and need to give this here the title. So now need to get here the stateful widgets, stateless, not statefuls. Give this here the title. Now need to see what's here the material. See here. Import here the color extensions. Now need to set here property for titles. String subtitle. Set here and to input parameters here needs set these constructors. First of all, need to set this here the titles. This is the subtitles of value. Like this, give this here. But this here also need to see here the padding. Metric. Give this here vertical. And the height. Now save this here. Copy the subtitles and to put inside where the trip detail screens. Here. I need to import this widgets here. Now need to set here the as well as subtitles. Need to set this here. This here. 3 like sets of these years and 2 sets here. Now need to give this here the service type and also need to give the types sedans sets. So need to give this here tip type. This here the titles as a normal sets here, and to set this here the const value. So this here. Now this is the displaying like this UI. Also need to create here the another dividers. Now need to go inside the run trips and to it's here some value. With this row, and now need to go at the details and to this row sets here the center. Set this here the size. Main axis alignments need to that as a center here. Sets. Also need to set this here the font size 15 records. And set here the secondary text. Now need to go inside the rights and to copy this here the Rate UI. Rate. Go inside the trip details. Now need to put here the this rating bar. Also need to give here the item size. Give this here colors. Primary. Sets here colors and to set here headings that has const value cycles. And now this is the displaying this here the stars need to decide here the 20. Also need to give this here the space between the y. Here the height. Let's see. Now this is the details. So need to see evaluations where tab bars. With this text here. Now need to see it. This here, that here, primary text. And to give this here the titles. See. And to get this here by Starboards. That here. This link now also need to see here. Now need to this here. Shift this row. Titles and to the bottoms, and now need to see your left and to get this here secondary text and see here the 12 regular. Now we need to see here. Also need to up, and now need to get this here the row we need to create. First of all need to set here the tree pair, set here the here slash, then after need to hello taxi free, E sets give this here amounts of the charges 22. Now need to set this here text, set here dollars the text. One by one need to set this or value. Then after set this here like this sets. After need to discount set here the discounts and when top 20 years. Also need to create here copy this title subtitles row. So need to set here to this here these parameters here the colors save this here. Now need to go inside the details. All place need to give this here colors as a secondary colors. Need to set this here secondary set sales. Now need to copy here this. Now need to remove this const value. Now need to copy here and now need to set this here the for payment and to view this here sets and to set here the primary colors. Now need to save this here and this is the displaying good here value. Also need to see padding and to see here horizontal this value and to so need to the font weight set 6 import here widgets 400 like this sets, and want to go inside the trip details and want to set this value as a payments. Give this here the width. Save this here. Now this is the displaying good this UI. Any issue with this? If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you use it, please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon and get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down in the comment sections. I will help you sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.